Hey guys, I'm not actually ready to start stream yet. I just noticed that I forgot to update that BRB screen. Oops. So we're gonna, instead of having that, that's better. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'm not even sure you can hear me, right? Yeah, you can. Text existing. Ah, fuck. Is it this one? Oh, it is. Oh, I know my setup so well. This is just labeled as text number 7, and I got the right one first try. Fantastic. No, it's not a 24/7 stream. I just, at the end of the last time I streamed Die in the Dungeon, it said you unlocked infinite mode or something like that. So that's the whole title. We're gonna do some other stuff though. That's not the only thing. As alt account pointed out in the comments, it is not infinite. It is... I've clickbaited you. Anyways, give me just a second. Thank you. I pride myself on making thumbnails look somewhat good most of the time. For videos, I always do them last. For streams, a lot of the times I come up with the thumbnail, like the idea for the thumbnail is in my head before I put it down as like, all right, these are the things of what I'm gonna do for this stream. I'm like, I've always got a thumbnail. It's part of why I like streaming on YouTube, because like on Twitch, you just gotta hope people are into whatever game you're doing on YouTube. It's like, I can still thumbnail people. All right. Alright. Alright. It's me, surprise! The voice you were hearing was not someone else. It was me. Listen, I know that you were just watching the startup screen for Die in the Dungeon. But we gotta do the connections. I mean, it's already pulled up. We gotta do the connections. It's simply a mandatory... What the... Get this off my screen. We gotta do the connections. It's so... My water is back there. There's like one swallow of this left. I refilled the Brita, and then I sat down to stream without my water. Balloon, bar, cake, fizz. My brain wanted to read that as Riz. Coat, tire, bubble, pie. Sling, smear, punchline. Floaty, sour, plaster, basketball. Alright. Birthday. Bubble? Pie? I'm so good at connections. You don't even understand. Plaster. Basketball. My brain is mush. This is... Why do I start every stream by doing something that makes me look stupid? That is the question. Smear and plaster. For sure. Hold on. Hold that. Fizz, floaty, bubble. Something else that can and balloon? Nope. That's not it. That's not it. Oh shit. Alright. Cake, pie. Sling, spear, smear, plaster. Punch. Nope. I got nothing. I do not see... I'm not getting enough connections here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This might be my worst performance at a connections. I'm not putting anything together. None of my ideas were even one away. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Bar? What the hell does line go with? I might give up. I might throw in the towel on this one, because I don't know. Sour is a type of cream. That doesn't go anywhere. Oof. Oh, jeez. Bar, Sour Punch, and Fizz. I don't even see how those things are connected. That's one away. No. That's fine. Cover with a thick layer. Oh, cake. Alright. Don't show my results. Cover with a thick layer. Cake, coat, plaster, smear. I probably... Yeah, you're good, you're good. I wasn't putting any of this together. Things that are inflated. God, that I should have gotten. I should have put that. I was not thinking that those things were connected at all. I should have. That one seems obvious. This seems obvious in hindsight. Kinds of charts, of course. That seems obvious in hindsight as well. My brain is mush tonight. I'm glad that tonight is the first time I'm streaming in 2 weeks and I have a bunch of things that we're trying to get to. Classic cocktail types. This I would... Fizz, Punch, Sling, and Sour. So everything except for... is... Sling instead of Bar. From what you said. You were close. You were close. And you were close to the purple one. Which is the hard one. It's supposed to be. Alright. Get rid of that. I have a tier list here. I think we're gonna play some Die in the Dungeon first. But we're gonna do a tier list tonight. This is a tier list night. Get rid of that. Die in the Dungeon. We've been listening to the music. Let's play. Continue. Now I'm streaming a Black Void. Oh, here we go. I never went and got my water. Hold on. Give me 1 second. God, whenever I gotta stay hydrated, it's so important, especially on YouTube. You don't have the little hydrate reminder. Chat doesn't have the ability to just click a thing and remind me to drink water, so I gotta pay attention to it. Anyways, music goes hard. True. Pestilence modifier. This enemy will infect a random slot on the board at the start of the turn. Reduces by 1 the value of dice placed in that slot. Vile modifier. This enemy is targeting your weak spots. Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate that about him. I hate that he's doing that to me. God, I don't even have the ability to put all 5 dice, do I? Oh yes I do, because glass, but... and I'm at full health, where we left off, right? Brita filters are the best, save so much money on water. I also... I don't know what I was going to say at the end of that sentence. But yeah, especially water's included in my rent, so being able to drink tap water and have it be clean is good. Let's see. Remembering how to play this game because it's been 2 weeks since I played it for the first time. Right. Okay. We gotta try to fill up all 5 of these. That's not what I thought the class did. Okay. So I don't have the ability to fill up all 5 of these. I need to just go for one of the 2 lines. Now, remind me how these work. Oh, this is block dice. I don't have any of the multiplier dice. Which is a big part of my strategy so far, playing this the other night. Yeah, the purple ones are the multipliers, the boosts. Do I really only have 2 of those? That feels wrong to me. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about all of these. This increases my mass HP. Heal 1 each time you deal 2 or more damage. At the end of your turn, dice will re-roll to their highest possible face. On turn 1, all damage is reduced to 0. So I do not want to spend either of my reds here. And these would be a waste. Basically, because I'm at full health, all of this, using any of my dice would be a waste, actually. Dice will always roll its lowest faced on even turns, but you receive +1 energy on odd turns. So I have an extra, that's why I have 4 instead of 3. But I don't want to use it right now. Because they're going to do a bunch of stuff. I don't get hurt at all. All my stuff re-rolls to the highest value. I should have tried to get something out of my hand so that I could then get one of the boost dice, though. I should have got something out of my hand so that I could then use the boost dice. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. Just do this. Oh, right. It tells me how much they're gonna attack for, which, oh, Jesus Christ, they're gonna do a ton. That's fine. I have 2 of my heal dice, so I'll heal part of it. I'll block 5. Who am I attacking? I'm attacking this guy. All 3 of them have 17 health. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die the first room we do on stream. Alright. Right. Alright, so now we're fulfilling the weak spot thing. We're also killing this guy. So that's good. We have an energy left over, so I could... I'm good at math. It's the hollow one that can be used with no energy cost. This is what I thought. Well, whatever. We're gonna not quite kill that guy. I should have killed this guy. I didn't think. I'm stupid. I'm a little stupid. This relic will be available in future runs. Max hand +1, draw +1. Great. Well... great way to start the stream. Pachinko Ball's relic unlocked after reaching floor 20. This relic will be available in future runs. Great. Well, with that, let's take a break and do a tier list, and then I'll do another run and start from the beginning, I guess. What is this tier list? What are we doing? This is a tier list of towns in Zelda. We're gonna rank all the towns ever in Zelda, except the ones I left out. If I left out your favorite, yell at me in the comments, in the chat. A lot of people do rankings of all the dungeons in Zelda. I dislike most of the dungeons in Zelda. I like exploring the overworld. I like meeting the people. That's where the cream is. The cream of the crop. The best parts of Zelda is. But are we just gonna rank them on how I feel about their vibes? No. Well, yes, but I would want to live here. The people are great, yeah. I would want to live here. A tier. No, A tier. Which Zelda games are we pulling from? Any of them, except ones that I haven't played, and not Zelda 2, because all the towns are kind of the same. I love the towns in Zelda 2, but there's so many of them, and so many of them are, like, I don't remember which one's which. Except for the, like, Hidden Village one, but I didn't include that one either. I would want to live here. Paradise. Wind Waker is my favorite. Same. Based. Paradise, I would want to live here. Sure. What do we call this tier? I would hate living here. This is a tier list of Zelda towns based on how much I would want to live there. This is Lookout Landing from Tears of the Kingdom. I would hate living here. This is basically an army barracks, more than it is a town. It just kind of seems like hell to me. So I think that's a no. That one's a no from me. I would hate living there. This is Murkay Isle from Murkay Island. I'm not even a huge Zelda fan. My brother is, but I love the art style and sea traveling of Wind Waker. Yes, exactly. You get it. Murkay Island from Phantom Hourglass is kind of it's the first island you explore, and it's kind of got everything you need. It's got a place to change out your ship parts and sell your junk. It's got like a quieter part of the island where like you can go and it's quiet and chill. And it's got a deeply haunted temple on it that you have to go back to 12 times. But like that doesn't matter in terms of whether I want to live there. The phantoms stay in the haunted temple. They don't bother the town. So it's fine. Also, most towns in Zelda have a deeply haunted temple near them. You know? So we're not going to worry about that. I would want to live there. This is Aboda Village from Spirit Tracks. I remember renting Phantom Hourglass. I thought it was alright. I like Phantom Hourglass a lot. I was in Jess Rappaport's chat. Jess was there when we did the Among Us stream. But Jess was playing Ocarina of Time, and she said she loved all Zelda games except Phantom Hourglass. And me and another guy in chat were like, no, it's good. Just gotta ignore that it only has like 3 songs on the soundtrack and, you know, all the other problems with it. Anyways, Aboda, Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass are very similar gameplay-wise. Murkay Isle is a very central town. It's got everything you need, and like it's a big island, so there's like quiet places to go to while also having everything you'd need like a city would. Aboda has a place where you can change the parts on your train, and that's it. There's nothing else to do here. I like Spirit Tracks more. I like them both. There's pros and cons to both, in my opinion. Aboda Village is just worse Murkay Isle. I'm gonna say sure. Sure. This is our first Wind Waker town. This is Outset Island. This is the town Link is from in Wind Waker. Most of these that we've done so far, the town Link is from. That's not going to be everything. It's just how I organized it when I was putting the images in here. I think this is maybe bottom of shore, or bottom of I want to live here, top of shore. I'm not sure. It's quiet. It's got quiet places. It's only got like 5 people living there. It's a very tight-knit community in a way that I feel like Murkay isn't. Everyone at Outset Island is very invested in each other's lives, in each other's drama. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's not a vibe that I would want to live with. But the locale is cool. It's got a forest and stuff up on top of the island. It's a chill, like the locale is very chill. So I'm going to put it top of shore. Unless this tier gets crowded, in which case I'll move it. This is also a town Link is from. This is Ordon Village. I like Ordon Village a lot. The beginning of Wind Waker is literally just Destiny Island. Like it's pretty surface level. Yeah. What is Destiny Island? Is that Kingdom Hearts? Am I right? Is that Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. Ordon Village, cool place. It has goats, it has bee larvae, it has a shop, it has obnoxious children that get kidnapped by monkeys. Great place. I think I would want to live there. Gerudo Town is paradise. Destiny Island is Kingdom Hearts. Hey, we got it. Cheers. We got it. I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've watched when 3 was coming out, I watched many like lore explainer videos. Like that became my special interest for a while. Never played any of the games. Um, a friend had the like, was it Game Boy or DS like remake of 1 or reimagining of 1 where like they go into a computer or something. I don't know. But I played part of that on their DS or Game Boy. They let me make a new save file. And I played through part of that. Gerudo Town is paradise. 1 is a desert oasis. Like, living in the desert in general would suck, especially with my complexion. But that's gonna be... Most of these places are sunny. Most of these places I would not want to be outside with my complexion long. So we're ignoring that. You haven't played Kingdom Hearts? Good. I love it, but the story is way too confusing. 1 and 2, so good. The other games are hit or miss. Fun combat and characters. True. I mean, a lot of the characters are borrowed from some of my favorite movies, but... but I know that most of the main characters are not. Most of the main characters are original, but I don't know. Paradise. Gerudo Town is paradise. Island oasis. Full of other gingers. If you thought I was going to say something else, get your mind out of the gutter. Also, as a trans person, it would be very affirming to be accepted there. With all the other tall redhead women, I would that would be dream location. Lurelin from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. This place is very similar to Florida, and I hate living in Florida. But the people seem very chill. The people are extremely chill and nice. We're gonna put it bottom of shore. Gerudos seem like the most chill Zelda NPCs. I mean, it depends which Gerudo. In Ocarina of Time, they are not the most chill NPCs. And Ganondorf is typically the least chill NPC. And he's a Gerudo. Minish Village. I'm too big. I'm too big. Out row above. I'm too big. That's the only one going in that category. The Minish are tiny people. They're like this big. You gotta shrink down. In Minish Cap, Link is Ant-Man and he can become this small. And this is a town full of people who are this small. Maybe I'm confusing NPCs. I thought Gerudos were the rock people. Gerudos, no. Gorons are the rock people. Gerudos are the, it's the desert tribe. That's all women except for Ganondorf. Dragon Roost Island. This is where the bird people live in Wind Waker. Everyone that lives there, as far as I know, works for the mail company or performs a religious function. Remember Minish Cap. Gorons, that's right. Like, the central hub of this town is just where the mail people work. It's very company town energy, and I'm not about that. But it's at least a nicer environment than Central Hyrule. Dragon Roost Island is literally a volcano. Yes, but like once the dragon calms down, it's a cool volcano. So, and there's not, like in the town, there's not open lava. You don't need a special tunic to exist in the Rito town area of it. So I'm gonna put it here. We're not putting it lower than that. This is Rito Town from Breath of the Wild, which is at least higher than that. Though it is also... all of the buildings are completely, like, open. Like, there's no windows, there's no walls. There's a lack of privacy that I think would be a problem. But it's literally like mountain resort. Like, you wake up and there's beautiful mountain scenery outside your window. So it's kind of nice. But I think we're going to put it above Dragon Roost. But still, I would hate living here because of the lack of privacy. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Kokiri Forest from Ocarina of Time. This is a town full of children. I don't want to live in a town full of children. That's, dear God, no. Forest Haven. All the children are now Koroks, little forest people, like they are in Breath of the Wild. And I think that's much nicer, much more chill. If you've played this game, you might misremember this as not being a town. However, the big flowers that you can go in are the Koroks' houses. That is lore, so this is a town. Most of the Koroks are not here in the Forest Haven for most of the game, but it is a town, even if it becomes very sparsely populated early in the game. However, actually, I said that only Minish Village would go in I'm Too Big. Something important to recognize. What did I just say? All the houses are big flowers. Link can fit in the big flowers because he's a kid. I cannot fit in big flower. I'm too big. I would like to live there, but I'm too big. What is a town if not for the people? We've now entered the part of the tier list that I like to call every Kakariko village, and except the ones that from games I haven't played, because I haven't played those ones. Kakariko Ocarina of Time. Kakariko Ocarina of Time. There's very little culture. This is very much a town where the original people that lived here have largely been driven out in favor of Hylians. That's the canon lore. This town has a very deep connection to the deeply haunted temple that is not nearby it, but built underneath it. There are massive catacombs underneath the graveyard, underneath the well. Underneath the graveyard, but a different grave. There are massive interconnected catacombs filled with the undead. And unlike some of these towns, at some point Bongo Bongo does come out of the temple and attack the town. So as much as this seems like a peaceful, tranquil place, not an I'm Too Big, as much as this seems like a peaceful place, this is, I think bottom of I would hate living here. There's a building in this town filled with spider people. Like, just massive cobwebs, a whole family of spider people. It's constantly under construction. I'm actually going to put this in Dear God No. Ocarina of Time not doing well on this tier list. Kakariko in Twilight Princess, largely abandoned before all the children take up residence there. So this is once again a town with a lot of children living in it, but there is some adult supervision. It is another very barren kind of desert environment, but there is... Why is someone yelling outside my window? I hate this apartment complex. Shut up. Okay, he's gone. There's a spring. There's a spring here. So it's not all barren wilderness. I don't think it's I would want to live here, but I think it is shore. I think it's bottom of shore. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as it kind of looks on the surface when you look at it and you're like, this is an abandoned town. But it's not. There's some work going on. There's a real community there, but it's not, unlike Outset, it's not one that's... Actually, Outset is top of shore right now. We're going to put it kind of middle of shore. Kakariko from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Excellent place to live. In both of these games, there's not only a real sense of culture. This is a place where the Sheikah tribe actively lives and is thriving, unlike other versions of this town where the Sheikah are dying out. But things are happening. There's projects. There's work going on. The town is thriving. The town is growing. But the original culture is not being overrun like it is in Ocarina. There's also no zombies coming out of the wells in this version of the town either. I think this ranks very high. I would want to live here. Not quite paradise. Not quite paradise, but very highly ranking, especially of the Kakarikos. The original Kakariko village. Very small. It's kind of... In A Link to the Past, there is no castle town, right? Kakariko kind of is the main town. I'm not a huge fan of it. Just doesn't vibe with me. And sometimes that's all you need to put it at the bottom of B tier, you know what I mean? In Twilight Princess, there are actually 2 Kakariko towns. One of them is the Hidden Village. Right? This is a completely abandoned... This is the actual ancient home of the Sheikah in this version of Hyrule. The surviving members of that tribe live in New Kakariko, which we put here in Shore. This is an actually abandoned town. There's one person living here. She's an old lady. She's got a bunch of cats. There's also a distinct monster presence, and they come here to do Western shootouts. I would hate living here. To be honest, I think this is Dear God No. I think we've got 2 Kakarikos in Dear God No. Now, I mentioned A Link to the Past doesn't really have a castle town. Kakariko kind of fills that role in that early game as being like the central town. We've also talked about Murkay Island is also kind of a central town. And speaking of that, I mentioned that Murkay Island kind of has its role as the central town and the starting town of Phantom Hourglass, whereas in Spirit Tracks, those are split into 2 towns, despite it being a very similar game where you go to a town for the same reasons, because the mechanics are much more similar between those two than other games. They split Murkay into 2 different towns. So we've ranked that Aboda Village, that's only in Shore, because it's got only some of the features of Murkay. Whereas Castletown, it's also only got some of the features, but it's got the good ones. It's got a decent community. It's got a nice shopping area. And it's got the Tower of Spirits, a nice, quiet, religious place. Is it called the Tower of Spirits? It might be called the Tower of the Gods. Not to be confused with the other Tower of the Gods in a different Zelda game. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think it's above Aboda. I think this got the good parts of Murkay Island when the game designers kind of split that central town into 2 locations in the sequel. Um, but I'm not sure if it's quite I want to live there. I think it's only at the top of shore. Hyrule Castle from Twilight Princess is a big city. One of the biggest cities on this list. This is a place, it's loud, it is densely populated. This is a thriving city. I'm not really a city guy. I'm not a big city guy. I like having all the things I need, especially within walking distance, which this would be. But, like, this is walking distance that you gotta get through crowds of people. Tourists. Guards. I don't know that I'm about that. I don't know that I'm about that. I think, this one, it's just the vibes. This one, I have a list of reasons why. So, I think I'm going to put this at the top of I would hate living here. No, under Rito Village. We're splitting the two bird people towns. We're dividing it. Hyrule Castle Town from Ocarina of Time. Can Ocarina of Time have a town above Dear God No? Let's find out. Let's get into it. Much less touted. Much less crowded. Much less densely populated. Got everything. Got a bunch of different shops. Fun shops like the. Excuse me. Happy Mask Shop. And we're assuming this is pre-time skip. Before the zombies come. Because obviously everyone that does live here gets driven out to Kakariko later in the game. This does also have the Temple of Time. This quieter, deeply religious place, which I praised this version of Castletown for. So I think we're going to put it at the top of Shore. This is a very crowded tier. I don't have as many strong opinions on some of these towns as I thought I did before I started trying to rank them. That said, I think Minish Cap might actually have the strongest castle town. It's got, like, this open market kind of setup, This is very early on in the timeline. Castletown is not this urban city like it is in Twilight Princess especially. This is an early version of the settlement. It's more open concept, more like, what is the term I'm looking for? Like, more like a rural market where all the farmers come, like, to celebrate festivals and trade with each other. It's got more of that vibe to it. And I think of the castle towns, this is actually the one that I like the best. I would like this area. I would enjoy being here, being part of that, like, community vibe. This is a place I would like to live. We're into the Zora's Domain part of the tier list. There's not many of these. There's not very many of these. I was surprised. There is a Zora town in a game I haven't played that isn't on here. This Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild version of Zora's Domain, actually all of the Zora's Domain, are very inaccessible to people who aren't fish people, right? There's a certain level of inaccessibility to all of these. I think that is actually the strongest in Twilight Princess. That one's going to go in Dear God No. Because it's mostly underwater. You need to be able to breathe underwater to interact with a lot of the people in the Twilight Princess version of Zora's Domain. What about this version? What about what about Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I think it's not very accessible. It's a very wet place to live. It's got some hot people, some nice people, but it's the vibes are just off. I think there needs to be we need to expand the tiers. We need one for just a place where the vibes are just off. The vibes are off. We're actually gonna put Aboda down. Kakariko. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Zora's Domain from Ocarina. I don't know that I feel as strongly about this one. I think this is above the Breath of the Wild version. This is also less of a city, more of a cool cave area that's been hollowed out and made safe for all these Zoras to live. It's a little more accessible. A lot of it is not as underwater, not quite as wet. I think, yeah, we can't have off vibes. I think this is kind of right about here, maybe under Twilight Princess's Kakariko. Shore is still kind of the dominant tier. But we're getting more distinct. I'm going to change my mind. I think this is still top of the vibes are off. Because am I really saying that I would be sure? Would my response really be sure if someone said, hey, you're going to live in a cave? A big cave where people have their own private spaces, but you are living in a big cave with a bunch of fish people. I think the vibes would be off. I would like it better than the very damp city of Breath of the Wild's Zora's Domain, but not by much. Not by much. That's the same tier. We're into the Goron portion of the stream, and these are the actual chillest people in Zelda. These are the rock people. Going from Ocarina to Ocarina, how do I feel about Ocarina of Time's Goron City? Ocarina of Time's Goron City is it has the vibe of a very noisy place. This is also basically a big cave, but it's a much more, both more open concept, and there's more like individual dwelling places. Like, this is a cave built by rock people. They knew how to build their cave. But it also has the vibe of a very loud place. You can hear the guy that's like just rolling around one of the layers. You can hear that guy from like anywhere in the city. The chieftain loves loud music, loves dancing to loud music. Very noisy place. I think the vibes are a little off. I love the Gorons, but I think the vibes are off. I think I'm actually going to move this wet-ass place down to I would hate living here. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, I do not want to live there. Let's see, another version of Goron Village. There's a lot of Goron cities, Goron villages. This is the one from Spirit Tracks, which I've played Spirit Tracks. I don't remember. I probably shouldn't have included this, because I don't know that I have a specific take on this version of Goron Village. It's got Gorons in it. We're going to put it a little above the Goron city that we've talked about. It's a village, it's lower key, less of a big noisy city, more of like this is a place where the Gorons live. And Spirit Tracks does not require you to have to withstand high temperatures to live there. There's no Goron tunic or whatever. So I think this is going in sure. The Goron city, or Goron town, Goron village. I think it's village. Goron village from Majora's Mask is a very cold place, and I cannot stand. This is a place that is snowy year round. Do I want to live in a place that is snowy year round? I grew up in Florida. I think I would simply die. I would simply die. Honestly, I think this goes down in Dear God, no. I think a snowy place is worse than having zombies. And I'm gonna stick with that answer. If you rank Kokiri Forest higher than this, you might be a pedophile. Why do you want to live with all those kids? That's fucking weird. Another Goron city. This is Goron Island from Phantom Hourglass. Florida is fun for Universal Studios, and that's about it. True. I want to move out of here, largely for political reasons. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to answer that during stream. I said, and then I continued to look at it. Okay, we're good. We're fine. I think this is a little better. I think the vibes are more here than... We're going to put it same place as the Spirit Tracks version of Goron Town. But I do love some of the specific characters. I think I would be buds with, like, the Goron Chief. As a kid, I loved Gon Goron. He was one of my favorite characters. I have fond memories from this one. I think... Excuse me. Bump it up a little higher. Excuse me. I think this is a top tier Zelda location. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, this is... The Gorons are chill people. They're a very chill people. I'm not sure why this version is so. We're going to split these along the tier. But they're very chill people. That's a good community to, like, live with and vibe with. You know what I mean? The vibes are simply there. Now, in Breath of the Wild, you need to be able to survive volcanic temperatures to even enter Goron City. In Tears of the Kingdom, it's kind of cooled off. There are other humans living there. You only need the high temperature stuff if you're going to go into caves or dangerous places. If you were a Zelda NPC, who would you be? I'd be a Goron. I would hope that I would be a Gerudo. So I think if we were ranking this just based on the Breath of the Wild version, you cannot exist there without bursting into flames under normal circumstances. So that would be, dear God, no, right? But we find out in Tears of the Kingdom that this version of Goron City is not always like that. And again, very chill people. It's a very big town. It is also a company town. That's something to consider. Do I want to be in a place where the leadership of the town is so inundated with Unoboko? I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I vibe with that. I think we're gonna put this a little above Ocarina of Time. These two Goron cities go together. This one's noisy, the vibes are off. This one, it's got kind of cringe company town vibes, and it might be too hot for me to exist there. Now, we did rank the snowy Goron village in the middle there, so let's do the other ice villages. We're almost done, as you can see. But we saved the big ones for last. Let's get rid of these ice villages. These are the Anarchy villages from Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I like the Anarchy. I think they, in both games, they have some interesting like game mechanics of the puzzle you have to solve in these towns. In both games, good. For silly kids games, it's not a super complicated puzzle. In one, it's like you gotta find the one guy who lies. Like, all the Anarchy tell the truth, but one of them is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and he lies. And then in Spirit Tracks, it's all the Anarchy have to like come up with a buddy system to be safe from the invaders or whatever. But they're all super temperamental, and you gotta find the ones that will agree to be with each other. It's good. It's fun. It's silly. It's memorable. Would I want to live in these snowy places? The Isle of Frost has a giant wall of ice around it. I don't want to live there. Dear God, no. This one, Spirit Tracks one, seems a little more cozy. If I really want to go somewhere warmer, I just take a train. It's the Spirit Tracks one. You could apply that to many of the Spirit Tracks towns, but you'll notice the Spirit Tracks towns tend to be pretty high. Maybe I was thinking about that and just hadn't said it till now. You don't know. But I still would hate living there. If I have to be like, well, I can go somewhere warmer if I want to. That's not a place that I would really want to live. Now we're into the good ones. The big ones. Clocktown, Skyloft, Terrytown, Hateno, Windfall. These are the Zelda towns. All of them are unique. All of them are like the town in their respective games. Hateno. Let's talk about Hateno first. This is where Link lives in Breath of the Wild. This is where you get your house. In Tears of the Kingdom, there's a whole quest line of like the local politics and the local industries in this place. Zelda has built a school in between those two games for the children of this place. It is a small but thriving community in the mountains, a place where the calamity seems like a distant, somewhere else problem. A beautiful village, a fantastic community, a thriving community that is not too centralized. This is not a densely populated city. This is a farming town. A farming town that also has a thriving creative industry. Paradise. Under Gerudo Town. Clock Town. A town with a rich culture. A town that celebrates festivals with tourism. I do think it's a bit of a misnomer. This is not a town. Compared to other Zelda towns, this is 100% a city. It is a doomed city. We exclusively see this in a game where the world is about to end, and no one wants to look up. This is Don't Look Up. I haven't seen that movie. Very cool place, but the vibes are simply off. We're gonna divide the Goron towns, the Goron cities. The vibes are simply off. I would love to live here under different circumstances, but this is a town that's they are days away from dying, and they will not call off a festival. I would love to live in a place with that kind of culture and celebration and things of the sort. But it's also a place where everyone's obsessed with schedules. I've seen Don't Look Up, it's fine, I guess. The message of the film is pretty basic. Yeah. This is a town where people refuse to take shelter and evacuate when there is doom approaching them. The vibes are off. Absolutely off. Town of anti-maskers. Skyloft. Skyloft from Skyward Sword, obviously. Skyloft, almost... Skyloft is kind of a... similar to Minish Cap, where this is very early in the Zelda timeline. You can tell that the seeds for, like, the culture that will grow into Hyrule Castletown is present in the people of Skyloft. Similar to Minish Cap, they have this bizarre, this open market. It's also a very, very religious community. And there's also a bunch of knights. They don't even have a kingdom, but they still have cops. And that's a little weird. I think I'm going to take some points off for that. And they probably have that in Minish Cap too. But there's a very theocratic government vibe in Skyward Sword that I think is not quite present in what we see in Minish Cap. So I think we're gonna bump it down to shore. Like, I would want to live there. Beautiful. It's a city in the sky with an open market and a deeply connected community. There's a demon, but he's nice. Even the demons that live there are nice. But, like, the vibes are a little weird. I don't know that I want to live in a place that has a cop school. That's assuming you take that analogy that direction, which I'm choosing to. So, Tarrytown and Windfall Island. This is the place you live in Tears of the Kingdom. You've moved. Link is able to build a new house. Windfall Island is not where you live in Wind Waker, but it is the central town. The pirates like to hang out here. Windfall Island, there's a bit of a wealth gap, but you're also able to, in the game even, you're able to get involved in this community, make things better. And through the course of the game, the rich, pompous assholes become poorer, and the people that are left out on the street become richer. So, like, that deep wealth gap, it's not as much of a problem as it appears on first glance. It's got a community you can get involved in. It's got events, a coffee bar. This is paradise. Tarrytown is a company town. Not just a company town, it's a cult. They all change their names. They cut off their ties to other cultures. There's weird vibes here. There's weird vibes. It's a lovely place. One of the most beautiful places you can be in these games. I would hate living here. There's weird vibes. Deeply weird vibes. I don't know that it's that far down. We're going to bump that one down. It's at the bottom of the vibes are off. I wish I could put this in paradise. It deserves to be there. But the vibes are a little weird. When you look at them from a kind of straightforward, remove yourself from the context of the game, I don't think I would want to live there. Coffee bar, I'm in. And there we have it, folks. This is a tier list of every town in Zelda. I'm going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to play more Die in the Dungeon. And there is also a second fun thing that's planned. If it continues to only be Master Eth in the chat, it'll be weird. Because I'm reacting to one of Master Eth's videos. And you know that I'm going to do that. If you're the only person here, I'm not sure if I want to. Because that'll be weird. But I'm going to do it anyway. Just reacting to your content while you're here, the only person watching me. But we're going to do it. Gonna go back to full screen. There we go. Oh, no. What's this button do? Okay. That's not what we want. Why did it... Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Why did it do that? Hold on. Why did it do that? I'm trying to take a break. Why did it do that? I had the size set correctly. There we go. Ah. All right. Let me explain why I said that it'll be weird to react to your content. Part of why I said it would be weird is my thinking is part of how I've been planning on queuing up this segment. I am in an interesting place that I've been in a few times in my life, where my favorite creators are people that I know and talk to. And it's weird to say that compliment when you're here. I genuinely, anytime that one of your uploads pops into my YouTube feed, or you share it in the server, I'm almost always there watching it. A lot of the stuff you talk about is super interesting to me. A reward from the past. Transparent Prism. If you use 3 or more different types of dice, draw +1 dice next turn. Comfy Couch. If you have any remaining block at the end of the turn, heal 1 HP. Ooh. Makeshift Trench. Gain +1 block for every die in your hand at the end of your turn. Ooh, I like that a lot. But yeah, I think at the moment, you're one of the creators I'm like following the most closely, and I'm the most interested in all the things that you've had to say in all your recent videos. And it kind of feels like a weird compliment to like say in this position, you know what I mean? And then you and like Jess Rappaport, who does Zelda streams, she was at the Among Us thing. Like, the two of you are like, I feel like I talk to you relatively regularly, but I also look forward to your content, like actively. I really appreciate it. I feel like I've been in a weird space creatively, so hearing these encouraging words really help. But yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, I don't have any attacks. Don't have any attacks. That's fine. If I... First of all, it's a +1. Unkilled will deal 2 damage to the player. Ooh. I've been meaning to watch one of your streams for a while, so this just kind of worked out. I'm usually pretty busy. Yeah, I'm same with a lot of your streams. I think there have been a few times that I've popped into your stream just to say, hi, I'm going to D&D night now. Hope you have a good stream. That's happened at least twice. So I fully get it. I'm glad that it worked out that you were here for this one. As much as I was saying it's weird that you're here for this one, but I am glad you are here. That's why I felt like I have to explain why I said it's weird that you're here, because it's weird in a good way, because you get to hear the... It's weird that I'm saying the compliment in a way that's phrased for the audience, but it's like you're the only one hearing it until I edit this as a VOD, if I do that. You'll notice I haven't actually put out a VOD, an edited VOD, in like 4 months. There's one coming, it's just a big project. Alright. That guy will die. We will get block. More block than we need. Actually, because we have that couch thing, I want to heal. And that'll give me 3 block, which is more than I need anyway. Fantastic. Increase max HP, for sure. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Usually when I'm coming back from break, before I switch the stream back on, usually I will retweet my going live post again. And and I forgot to do that because I was like, wait, I have to follow up the thing I said to Eve before he leaves. If he's gonna leave. Let me clarify. Anyways, alright, great, that's done. Alright. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I don't need to heal at all. I'm gonna get 3 block automatically. But he's only gonna do 2 damage, so it doesn't matter. Let's just kill this one. Oh, thank you. I saw that ping. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Still don't need to heal. That's gonna kill him. Great. We'll get more dice. It will happen. Look for some, yeah, see? We did it. You find some of the dice the blacksmith was working with. They seem in pretty good condition. Silver prism dice extends the targeting effects to its own targets. Oh. I don't think I got one of those in either of my previous runs. Block dice, hollow block dice. That's pretty good. Silver flash and glass heal dice. Ooh. Flash heal seems good. Prism dice. When targeted, extends the targeting effects to its own targets. I don't know what that means, but let's find out. Keep a die on the board. When killed will heal 2 to the player. Oh, that's nice of him. Oh, what? I'm confused. I don't know what the prism dice does. Oh. I see. Now I understand. We don't need this. But now I can do this. Now, he does not die in one. There you go. Upgrade 2 dice to silver tier. Boost. Definitely not the block because we're getting free blocks. Do I want to upgrade the heal? No, I want to upgrade one of my attacks. Alright, we got this guy, the vile guy. Tasty guy, when killed, will grant 2 block to the player. We definitely want to kill him first then. Alright, well that's not gonna help us. I don't need that. Defeat all 4 croissant pillar variants. We taste the rainbow. That's awesome. Oh, he's gonna attack us for 10. We don't want that. Oh, this one's better. I don't have any hollow dice. There's no way to get all 3 of them here and actually use the boost. I could, like, do this. I could do that. That would add up to 5. Yeah, so I'm getting 5 block, he's only doing 5 damage, and I'm healing 2. I'm only attacking him for 2, though. But maybe after chipping this off of him, maybe we can just do 12 damage with the boosts and the prism. I keep forgetting I don't have... A lot of the like boost things I had on the previous run were so helpful. Because that's half of what I've played was that run. More than half of what I've played was that one run. Where from very early on, all my dice I kept in my hand were re-rolling to their highest value in between turns. And I keep expecting that to happen, and it's not happening. Whoopsie. Alright, let's see. That's a +7. 4 + 7 is 11. Ugh. He's gonna do 10 damage to me. I'm gonna block for 3. He's gonna do 7 damage for me. That's not so bad. Is my heal glass? Yeah, it is. Ugh. We gotta get more heal dice. That's no good that we don't have any heal dice. Die. Ooh. Target enemy receives -1 to all their attacks. That's pretty good. I like that. All dice receive +1 to their value on odd turns. We had that. We had rigged coin last time. Let's try this. I've only got 11 health. I gotta heal. Oh, it's because they're both rolling a 4. There's no way to... Alright. What does he do? Oh, right. I should... that's more valuable. Ugh, almost. That's all I need. You're dead. Is there something to this game I'm not getting? Like, because multiple times I've had the enemies 1 away from health, so they still damage me. Then we finish it the next turn. There's got to be something I can do to get this build a little more efficient. Grant the flash property to 1 dice. Grant the hollow property to 1 dice. Hollow's really good. All my heals for free? Heals for free? It's my only heal dice. Being able to use it for free seems pretty good. That's I think my thinking is sound there. Alright. The properties still confuse me. Feel like they do nothing most of the time. I don't know about that. Glass means it can only be used once per battle. Hollow means I can use it without it spending energy. I feel like both of those affect things a lot. I don't know if there's other like higher level properties that are less excuse me. Less impactful, but I feel like both of these matter a lot in how the dice works. Wish I could re-roll this. Two damage to a random enemy. Fantastic. That's what we want. That's a +8. What is my max? My max is 26. Yeah, so that'll full heal me. That's not that inefficient. Yeah, because that wouldn't full heal me. One more. Wait. If I attack the pestilence guy, he attacks me for 3. I guess, is that? Oh, that's what that's the suppressing eye makes their attack go down. I just got that. How did I forget about it? I am a little out of it this stream. Thank you for being here. I mean, this is the best stream on YouTube. Obviously, everyone forgets things sometimes. Everyone's brain is mush. And it's actually better that my brain is mush for this stream. Nailed it. Self-talk. Positive self-talk. Here's the thing. After work, sometimes I want to collapse, so I get it. I didn't work today. I did nothing all day, and then I got on here, and then I'm like, my brain's a little mush, but that's alright. It happens. Yeah, that's all we need. Sometimes you need to rot in bed and do nothing. True. Apparently I needed to do it for a little longer, but I wanted to stream because I didn't stream at all last week, and I'm trying to do it twice a week. I missed it entirely last week, and I didn't stream on Monday either. Monday streams are right after work. And I don't stream on Tuesday just because a lot of the people that are sometimes here in chat also all follow Jess, and she streams on Tuesdays. For the most part. Discard one die. I don't really need to discard one. I need more new dice. That's a second heal dice. Mirror dice is pretty good. Especially a hollow mirror dice. But I need more heals. That's the most important thing, I think, is to have a second heal dice. The ground suddenly breaks after landing. A short grasshopper is giving you a mean look. Pay for the damages. Heal him, repair damages, try to talk it out. See, that's why I stream on Friday, because I realize some of my friends stream on other days, so it works out. Yeah. Heal him. Okay, so if the total roll is 5 or more, choose between 2 common relics. If the total roll is less than 5, randomly grant class property to 1 dice. If the total roll is 5 or more, choose between 2 uncommon relics. No reward. Alright. We did it. I've never failed one of these. I feel better than ever. The shopkeeper takes something out of their pocket. Thank you. Take this. Accurate kill. Kill an enemy dealing exactly as much damage as the health it has left. Ooh. Ooh. But I like doing excess amounts of damage. I'm not a huge fan of either of these. Let's take the prism. Alright. None of these guys have funny effects. This guy will go twice though. Alright. That doesn't matter, I don't know why I was messing with that so much. That's actually more than using the prism. Yeah, I think that's what we want. That's what we want. Back down to 19 health. That's fine though. Oh, but I only have 3 energy, so... Ah, I have no attack dice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay. And you did. Upgrade 2 dice to silver 2. Yeah. Do that one and that one. Fantastic. Ugh. The actions of this enemy are based on the dice you use this turn. Well, what if I just kill her? Ah. Annoying. There we go. I can't kill her in one. Yeah, may as well. That's still the best move available to me, I think. I'm not sure if I've just made bad choices this run, or if I just need to keep playing so this build gets better, but I keep feeling like I keep ending up in this situation where I'm 1 short. And I'm like, I don't think there's a way I can make that better this turn. Do I just need to change what dice I have? What am I doing something wrong, or is that just the game? That guy hit me. He hit me with an arrow. The other thing about the vast majority of my time with this game was in that one run where I went really far. And I had a flash attack dice for most of that time. And I think that's why I keep thinking, like, there's gotta be a way I can attack 2 enemies in 1 turn, right? It's like, that's how. You have to have a flash attack to be able to do that. And you're dead. That's all I need to do. Heavy property. What if I have a heavy heal? That seems good. This enemy can only be killed when dealt an accurate kill. Ah, that sucks. That'd be 8. That would be 7. Oh, so I can do an accurate kill on him. Oh, that's sick. That's sick, actually. Using the Pestilence guy's thing against him. The accurate number of enemies are the worst. I'm getting that. I think that's the first one I've had to do. I don't remember encountering one of those in the earlier runs. Ain't he dead? It's yours. Crooked Hourglass, we had that last time. That's the one that re-rolls at the end of the turn that I was complaining about not having. What is this? Lone Island. The dice placed on the corner slots receive +1 to their value if not next to any other dice. Let's do this just to further differentiate, continue being different from last run. Ugh. One of these tanky guys, and this is the resilient accurate kill guy. So that's how that works. And I can add one more. Don't need that. That's 7 damage. Hey, we gotcha. Upgrade 2 dice. Ugh. I don't really. I'd like to get rid of the blocks because I get blocks automatically. You know what I mean? I need to get rid of one of them, not upgrade one of them. While traversing through the dungeon, you stumble upon golden bubbles floating around an empty area. The whole picture gives a mystifying feeling. Look for the source. Touch some bubbles. Take a small rest. Have to put in a heal dice. The total roll of this slot will be multiplied by 3. Has to be 7 or more. So it's only 1 out of 6 chance that I don't make it. We did it! We did it, gang! You reach a small golden pond and decide to bathe in its waters. Max health increase. A bunch of bugs. No boosts. No boost dice. Can I make 7? I can make 7 with what I rolled on the attack, so that's cool. I can get rid of the exact number guy immediately. Now I have no attacks. Really don't need to use this one. I'm very tanky this run. Alright, here we go. That's way more than I need. Maybe save this one. Wait, I thought that was more than I need. Did I do math wrong? What just happened? Shouldn't he have died? What did I do wrong? Oh, is it maybe because of the Lone Island thing? Like I had a boost on it and then I put the other dice and it took the boost away? Maybe? I don't know. To kill this guy, I don't even need to boost it. We put this one in so that maybe it gets re-rolled. But I don't need things to be re-rolled if I just can kill both of them in basically one attack dice anyway. Room full of archers. I'm so tanky. I'm so unnecessarily tanky. No, we're gonna do at least this run. I have no attacks. What is this? Oh wow, they still did damage on me. Okay, maybe I'm not that tanky. Let's get rid of the stronger one in one hit. Ugh. Oh, that's right. This is hollow. Yeah, I get a free turn to heal and then they don't do any damage to me. And then I still get heal more this turn to get me up to full. Unnecessary. Don't need that. Pew. And he still does no damage to me. And now you die in one hit. Discard a dice, yes. Ugh. Ugh. They hit me. That's rude. Very rude of them. It's gonna be 8 damage. It's gonna be 6. It's 8 damage either way. Okay, I'm good at math. Oh right, and this is hollow. Yay, I can kill one of them, and then also heal to full. Yep. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. I feel like this game has a little bit of a rich get richer problem where the early floors you're never quite as strong as you feel like you need to, but if your build is good enough to survive those, then it's like, alright, now I'm progressing a little faster than I need to. But then as soon as I beat the boss on that first run, that was that first floor that I started with tonight, and I could not get past that. But it was also the first fight of the night. Maybe I made some mistakes. I don't know. What am I doing? Upgrading 1 dice to gold. Let's get a gold attack. This is floor 18. I assume the boss was floor 20, right? keep forgetting about my island thing. Like, that'll decrease that. Yeah, kill this one. I haven't been narrating what I'm doing, but that's okay. I'm just really into the game. I'm doing lots of math, doing lots of calculations. We gotta kill this bug with a shield. We gotta get 17. This game is just doing a bunch of math, but it's fun. That'll decrease what I'm healing for. As much as I consider this a mindless game, it is secretly a math game. Yeah. I don't think I can get over 17 with this setup. Alright, we can get over 5 though. Easy. Choose one new relic. Can keep up to 1 energy between turns. Ooh, that stacks with my makeshift trench thing. Origami frog. Dice in your hand at the end of the turn will be discarded. Draw +1. I want the survival kit. Floor 19. Everybody give it up for floor 19. Oh. While wandering around the dungeon, you encounter a shadowed figure. Completely wrapped by bandages and carrying a huge backpack. You there, do you have rare dice? Show me, I will give you great treasures just to catch a glimpse of them. I do not have mirror or terrain. Oh, but it doesn't have to be. As long as I can... Needs to get over 16. Which this will not hit. Even if this rolls as high as it can. By itself, it cannot hit it. Show rare dice. Quite the colorful set of dice. I like it. Here you go. Pick what you want. Snake eyes. Dice with the value of 1 cost no energy. Bloody Fang. Heal +1 HP each time you deal 2 or more damage. We had this last run. Let's take the snake eyes. And we're back to the boss. Can we beat him again with this build? Build is the word. What does this do again? Oh yes, this is a small opening to target the Scorpion Rider. Yeah. And I don't need to heal yet. Whew. Now we need to heal. Is there no way to put the... Yeah, there it is. Could have swore I tried that. Alright. Oh my god, these count as corner spaces for the Lone Island thing. I thought that was only these four, but it's not. Alright, save the mirror. There's no way to have this benefit from Lone Island, unfortunately. And also hit this guy. Which we are going to get this guy this round, so that's good. Yeah. There it is. Oh, he doesn't attack me at all during that. That's good to know. And I'm once again not benefiting from corners. This one's getting it. I'm getting a +1 from it. Hey, don't wake up. Don't wake up. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no. He woke up. Need this one open. Oof. Oofta. Alright. I think whether I can beat this boss or not, we're gonna do the reaction thing after this. Good ending or bad ending, we go into reaction after this. But I would like to beat this guy. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. And you're dead. Oh, yeah. 33 damage. That's something. He's under 100. Ryder woke up. I hate when he does that. You should stay sleeping. I'm down to only 10 health. I don't like that. Ah! I'm dead! Oh no! I really didn't think that was gonna happen. I was so tanky. Thank you for playing. Full version coming in 2024. Oof. Run quality, run time, about an hour, turns taken 78, lowest HP 0, highest floor 20. Deck management, deck size 8, dice added 2, dice discarded 1. Dice upgraded 3? 8? I don't know what that says. I guess that's an 8. Extra info, enemies killed 39, dice used 224, highest HP 31, maximum damage 20. I need to go to the bathroom again. So we'll be right back. God, the PC fan is loud. It's like that every stream, but but I don't notice it till I take my headphones off. Alright. Originality is dead on YouTube, and Master ETH killed it. This guy that's been in my chat, he killed originality on YouTube. He did it. Let's talk about that. Oh, jeez. It's muted.
Back in the early 2000s on YouTube, originality was flourishing.
True! I don't know why I paused it so early into the video. Anyways, a duck walked up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand...
Back in the early 2000s on YouTube, originality was flourishing. Original works of art like Charlie the Unicorn, Nyan Cat, and many others were...
To be fair, Nyan Cat is not an original work. The people who uploaded the video... they did not write the song, nor did they create the GIF. Whoever it was that uploaded that to YouTube combined two things that already existed. I just think it's funny that you use that as an example, because it's not an example of originality. I love Nyan Cat, don't get me wrong. I think that pairing that GIF with that song was brilliant, but not original.
Were some of the most memorable from that era.
This is an example of originality, 100%. Love Don't Hug Me. When the original Don't Hug Me came out, I was such an edgelord about it. I was like, it's just gross out. Like, oh, it looks like a kid thing, but then it gets gross and weird. And then, like, as the series went on, each iteration of Don't Hug Me after that increased my appreciation for not only the original, but the series as a whole. Whereas now I'm like, oh yeah, masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. When this first came out, I was such a hater. Anyways, let's let ETH get more than 10 seconds into his video.
Back in the early 2000s on YouTube, originality was flourishing. Original works of art like Charlie the Unicorn, Nyan Cat, and many others.
Let me put the link to this in the description of the stream. I don't know that you're actually here, but if someone is here, vid I'm reacting to. Subscribe, let's change this, subscribe to Help Kill Originality on YouTube. Anyways.
Others were some of the most memorable from that era of YouTube. While on the surface, most of us saw them as dumb videos on this new thing called...
Like I said, I was such a hater of some of these things when they first came out. But obviously I grew to love them. That's why I do the sub feed. That's why I do what I'm doing here. I love this stuff.
Called the internet. What YouTube had now turned into an Ouroboros in a sense.
The cut there is so good of
new thing called the internet. What YouTube had now turned into an Ouroboros in a sense, where, oh, what does this person think about this? Oh, this person did this, so cancel them. Uh-oh, a YouTuber I used to watch is now a problematic person? Whenever I consider switching what I do to...
this is really cool. This is, like...
And think about this. Oh, this person did this, so cancel them. Uh-oh, a YouTuber I used to watch is now a problematic person?
So, one, the thing he's complaining about, it's the same thing Jax Films was complaining about in, drama is more popular than content. Dun, 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 dun. Why even try to create But also, I love what he's done here with this whiteboard shot of just putting reaction over top of the word art. To be fair, I think reactions can be art, but I think this is a very visceral way of getting his point across within the first 30 seconds of the video. Is a reaction actually helping highlight the art, or is it just obscuring it? Fantastic visual way of getting that point across. Subscribe to Master ETH.
Then, whenever I consider switching what I do to be more original, what stops me every time is that this channel has never been about me. It's been the things that have interested me that I love to share with others. Yet when I look at what others do, I think that's really cool, and I wish I could do something similar that was truly my own. Something that I created with my own two hands.
Yeah. Become big again. There you go. No thanks. It's such an interesting thing, because it's something I think about all the time as well, and something I struggled with a lot when pivoting to streaming is I was like, all right, when my channel started, it was similar to what Master ETH said. It's never supposed to have been just about me. It's always been called the SHcMOOK Network or SHcMOOK Studios or whatever. It was always supposed to center a bunch of people. The early videos are always me with friends making weird short films and stuff. Not always. Joe Rules the World obviously focused me in the early ones, but then it quickly grew beyond that. I've always wanted there to be other faces on the channel. At every stage of this channel's development, it's never supposed to be about me, but originally it was about groups of people making original stuff. As original as we could make it. Creativity was the name of the game, right? Whereas I then took so many small steps into, I want to make the sub feed, I want to be more like a Nostalgia Critic Linkara person for internet content. That's what the sub feed was originally supposed to be. And then as I've made the pivot to streaming, it's like, I'm never not in this box. There's never not an unoriginal thing. I'm pointing the wrong way. There's never not an unoriginal thing taking up. There's never not an unoriginal thing right here taking up the majority of the screen. I am always in the box. The originality is always in a box, trapped here, while something unoriginal takes up the lion's share of the space on the screen. And I really struggled with, is that something I want to do? Should I have made that pivot? Let's talk about that.
Honestly, I don't think my life is interesting, yet I have those moments where other people's lives interest me. It's a real paradoxical loop I find myself in, seeing people like these YouTubers make games and seeing these other YouTubers make music. It's been really interesting to see so many YouTubers branch out into different avenues of creativity. Also,
this is such an interesting list. I don't think Jack's Films ever really branched out into music. I wish Jack's Films did more music, but his music has always been part of the parodies and sketches. Like his music has never really been beyond the normal comedic scope of his channel. Whereas Julian Smith was doing music back in the 2010s age. But I just think that's interesting, the list here.
Banksy has been making a lot more art. However, there has been one YouTuber that has really done something that is very difficult to pull off. His own quote-unquote fake ARG thing.
And not only one YouTuber has done this. There have been a lot of YouTube ARGs. I'm so split on ARGs. They're so cool, but like I have trouble engaging with them in any way other than seeing a YouTuber talk about it after it's been solved. I really struggle to keep up with or understand ARGs. I was there. I was in the Discord server. I've been in a Discord server for a couple of ARGs, but I struggle to keep up with what's going on. I feel like it's always like, hey, any updates? And it's like, no, we haven't figured anything out. And then they will figure out stuff when I'm not on. And if I look for clues, I'm clueless. But I was in the Discord server trying to help solve the Silva Gunner reboot ARG, as well as when this past year, when MatPat was retiring, the ARG to find the secret endings to the final theory. I was in the server for that, which that we just the clues to solve it simply didn't exist until the final theory itself went live, and as soon as it did, it became clear where the other clues went, and there wasn't really. It was so quick. Both of them were so quick, and it's like, if you're not there to help solve it, you're not there to help solve it. Other ARGs are longer and I think more interesting than both of those, but I've never been a part of them.
Thanks to a video game company. I was in a server for about 2 weeks trying to help decode a cipher, and my work was apparently seen by the guy who had disappeared, which started this whole ARG. Then there's SHcMOOK, a person whose content is about him, but it's interesting to watch because it is a different perspective you don't see every day. At the end of the day, it would be nice for...
I love this too. There's so many little things in this video. Like, the light has slowly gone off in Master Eath's room here. Reasonably well lit. One of his lights is off. He's basically just got this kind of ambient light. He's in the dark, other than the computer screen.
Well, me, but in a landscape, it would... to watch because it is a different perspective you don't see every day. At the end of the day, it would be nice for me to be, well, me, but in a landscape like YouTube. It's very rare for someone to make something that is actually original. It's possible, it's just really difficult. In the words of the most famous...
I think that's a point that cannot be stressed enough. It's so easy to look at the landscape of YouTube and say that originality doesn't sell. It does, but it's so rare, especially if you don't have like a Mr. Beast budget. You can't just be like, oh, I want to make VGHS or something that would have been king of YouTube back in the 2010s. You don't have the budget for that kind of stuff most of the time. So your originality is limited, but it does still succeed as much as it may not seem to.
Famous poet on planet Earth, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Maybe I'm just overthinking, like I tend to do. Maybe I should just continue what I'm doing despite how I feel. Originality is dead on YouTube, and I helped kill it. Here's the problem though. I love talking about independent art, so...
Me too.
I always justified it by saying, oh well, I'm helping these people. But am I really? Has anyone actually gone and supported these people who I've made videos about? For the most part, I honestly don't know.
And this is why, in this very stream, I've been playing an indie game that I discovered from Master Eth. And I didn't put it on stream, but I have the recording of me watching the video Master Eth did of, like, the best indie games of 2024, whatever it was called. I didn't stream it. I did it off stream just while I was doing some planning, organizing stuff. I just had that on, and I picked one. I went in with the mentality of, I'm going to pick one of these. And that's why I recorded it. A lot of the... I am subscribed to a few of the channels that he's talked about on Gems of the Internet. I don't necessarily watch them regularly, but I don't know that that's normal, right? Like, I do that because it's because I also do the kind of content that Master ETH does. So, like, do I only do that because that's what I hope people do when I do reactions like this? Is that... Or reactions like this? I pointed the wrong way. I forget that it's mirrored. Part of why I do that is because that's what I hope people do for my content. And I don't know if it's normal or not. I don't know that that's... If maybe other people just don't. Maybe other people enjoy content about indie creators and then don't actually support the indie creators. I don't know. It's part of why I wanted to watch this video so much, is I was like, this hits. Oh no, this is an insecurity I also have.
No. Alright, now is the point of the video where I actually wanted it to be about this, but I knew that I had a lot more to say regarding YouTube as a whole. The definition of originality is the ability to think independently and creatively, or the quality of being novel or unusual.
Am I any of these? Well, let's break down the definitions.
Let's play along. Let's play along, chat. Am I original? Is SHcMOOK an original place? How to be original according to Oxford.
Independent. There are many definitions depending on the context, but in the context of attempting to make art on YouTube, these are the definitions that make the most sense with this specific context.
Not depending on another for livelihood or substance. Not influenced or affected by others. Impartial.
Okay, well, according to the first definition, considering my channel is about independent artists, ironically, by this definition, it's not independent, meaning it's not original by that definition. The second...
Same. I should have my own graphic. I can't... My whiteboard, I would have to, like... struggle to get it to wipe off. I've had the same thing on there for months and it's solidified. Whatever, I'll fix it in post if I edit this VOD.
Definition is a little bit trickier because everyone is influenced by something in their lives. That's where the process of making art starts. But then
True. No one is an island. No one is fully uninfluenced. Dante was writing fan fiction. You know what I mean?
Everyone is influenced by something in their lives. That's where the process of making art starts. But then technically, art isn't original. Yet to some, it still has this high pedestal. Me, I am the someone. The more you take into the account the term original, the more convoluted of a concept this whole thing becomes. Well, yes, I do think independently. I don't actually think independently, apparently.
Alright, so if my videos aren't original because they aren't independent, are they original based on creativity? The use of imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. Wait, so now we're back to the term original. Oh no, the term original is its own Ouroboros!
Oh no!
Listen, I love etymology, however, my head is starting to hurt. Yes, it is technically creative because I do be imagining in my head video topics, and thank God for the heavy lifting of the "or" there, because otherwise I would technically not be creative.
Yes, my videos are a production if you technically count it as a movie that plays on TV for some reason, and since YouTube can be on a TV, and YouTube TV is literally a thing.
When I first watched the video we're reacting to now, I had it on my TV. It's true.
I guess technically.
I think we're gonna get bogged down in the definitions. This section of the video is getting bogged down in definitions. I think everything he says just also applies to my channel. Like the bits that are original for him are also original for me. And it's gonna come out kind of a wash.
Usual. So quite literally, yes and no. Personally,
yes and no.
I don't think I'm original, but I want to be. And thanks to this, I know that I'm not original. Well, this video became its own Ouroboros that I was not expecting. So now it's time for an emotional conclusion. When I was...
a lot of the rest of this is him talking about his own channel. The direction he wants to take with it. And you should watch his own video on that. I don't really have much to say about that specifically. But, like, I relate to this struggle of, like, is what I'm making original? And if it's not original, is it worthwhile at all? It's in my head. It bothers me, because the subfeed was supposed to be... Originally, the subfeed was supposed to be a take on, like, Nostalgia Critic, Angry Video Game Nerds, like, that kind of stuff, but do it with internet original content. And I was going to really focus on, you know, developing the lore of my channel through that. There's supposed to be a lot of original stuff. And I want to get back to that place. You know what I mean? And I think YouTube as a whole would be better if more creators were interested in getting back to that place. But then again, it's not... There is still originality on YouTube, but it's so much harder to find. Everyone's doing reactions. Everyone's doing gaming on Twitch. It's hard to find that originality. And I feel like I'm going to throw up. It's unrelated to this. It's been feeling like that the whole stream. Originality can still succeed on YouTube, I think. And on the internet as a whole. Like, platforms like Dropout that started on YouTube are making tons of original content. But a lot of that requires a budget, and to get there, you kind of gotta put in your hours at the unoriginal factory. Because if you make something that's wholly original, like when I was a kid, I was so full of original ideas, and a lot of them were shit. You can go back through the history of this channel. The original Joe Rules the World was not a good video. It was randomness. It was, what if I play the most camp, evil character I can and intercut it with footage of random interviews? Why? I don't know. It was original, but, like, why? Was it saying anything? Was it worth watching? No. Absolutely not. But if I make something that's wholly unoriginal, if I just let Master Eth's video play, that's also not worth watching. There's gotta be a balance. And I wish I had more of a concluding thing to say. I think this is an ongoing conversation that I like to bring up on the stream sometimes. Is there a point to any of this? Is there a point to the content that Joe is making? Not all of it's original. A lot of it isn't original. But I think, like Master Eth, I want to move in a direction that is more original, for sure. Because otherwise you may as well watch AI-generated shit. You may as well watch Sniper Wolf. Let someone else curate your TikTok feed for you and mindlessly react to it. But that's part of why I'm always so slow. I'm so slow to get VODs of the streams out, because I don't want them to just be VODs of the stream. I want them to have as much originality infused into them as possible. This is not just the video I've been working on for months now. I don't want it to just be, this is the highlights of me playing Princess Peach Showtime. I want it to be, I lost my train of thought. I want it to be, this is my review of Princess Peach Showtime. This is what I think of Princess Peach as a character. I want to add all that stuff into it and make it flow as a narrative, as an essay. I just want to be original, but all of my thoughts are unoriginal. And it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. But at the end of the day, I would like to say that the answer to a question Master Heath posed earlier is yes. The reactions are part of a conversation. Art is meant to inspire reaction. Art is meant to provoke conversation. And I think that in a social media world, a reaction is part of that. There just has to be, but you must be careful to still include an element of originality in that. Otherwise, you're not saying anything, and you're just...
11. I went to my cousin's house, aka my grandparents' basement. In that basement was an Xbox 360, and one of those games was Halo Reach. Naturally, this was before I got my own Xbox, so when I finally did, the name Master Heath popped into my head. A combination of Master Chief from Halo and Ethan, my name. Naturally, as time progressed, as well as the internet, that name meant less and less to me. And no matter how much I justified it, thanks to the term ETH, my name now has an association with crypto, which is ironic because I honestly hate crypto.
Damn, that's crazy. I hate crypto too. There's no originality there. I just let a video play for like a full minute and then said, damn, that's crazy. That's what I try not to be. I try not to be that. And I think Master Heath does too. Master Heath doesn't do his reactions live. Master Heath will shout out, do deep dive stuff about the creators he's talking about. But it's very much, for me, trying to do it live and still have originality be a part of it, that's tough. It's tough. And I don't know if I pull it off all the time, but I want to. And I think that's not the most climactic thing I can end on, but I can edit it so I end on one of my better points when I do the VOD, when I do the edited VOD. I do think some people will find the links to the unlisted full VODs and watch those. I don't know why. I feel like I'm primarily here live because I would like you to be in the chat here communicating with me now. If you're watching this as an unedited VOD, I'm not sure why you're here. Because you're not able to chat with me. I'm glad. Listen, get the watch time up. Listen to my voice. The main points are still here. I wouldn't do that. But I'm so glad that you are. This is the best stream on YouTube. Is anyone here? No. Thank you so much for being here. If you are finding and watching this unedited VOD, I am going to go. If you want to watch the rest of Master Heath's video, it's linked in the description. And that's all you need to know. Go watch his video. He talks about his channel. His channel's great, and listening to him talk about his channel is honestly worthwhile. But it stops being related to stuff that I relate to after this point. That's all. I think I'm going to sign off. Good night, everybody.